Hey everyone, it's Melody here with Design by Melody. I am working on my fourth layout using the Beautiful Mess kits, and I'm just showing you what I have here. Now I don't have a whole lot of embellishments left in the kit, so I pulled out my color sorted embellishments that I showed you in those 4x6 photo boxes. I pulled out my blues, my pinks, and the browns, I believe. The reason I put out the browns are because these pictures were taken at the zoo and there's a lot of natural habitat in the background, trees and grass and animals and things like that. So the brown is more of a natural look, and so I pulled those out just in case I decide to use them. Now I am going to cut apart a couple different cards here. I'm trying to get the most out of this kit as possible because I just want to show what you can do with this kit and then also show how far it can stretch. Now I think I'm going to end up with papers at the end after I'm done working with the kit, but that's okay. I'm still happy with everything that I've created. And the little pile of things off to the right that you see, those are just a couple embellishments that I had in my stash that are almost empty or almost gone. The packages are almost gone. So I'll put out a few that coordinate color-wise or sentiment-wise with this spread, just in case I decide to use them. Now I took this one 4x6 card because it had the blue and black and white colors, and I thought it would be really nice with some of the pictures at the top of the sky where the sky color comes in. And I only had the one 4x6 card left in this design, and I don't have any open 4x6 pockets, so I just cut it apart and I'm using that in the two open 3x4 pockets. Now I'm not going to adhere this lovely. It's a really thick, I was going to say acetate. That's not right. Resin? We'll go with resin. I think that's right. Yeah. I'm having a moment. I think it's resin. Anyways, it's that, word lovely. It's really thick, so I'm going to put it on the outside of the page protector when I actually get done with this and put it in the, page protector. Now I use the alphas a lot in this layout. These are from the Beautiful Mess kit, and at first I was like, oh, there's not that many letters, but I actually make a lot of words with this little alpha sheet, and I already used it on one layout, I believe, so I'm going to get a lot of use out of it on this layout. Now I really like layering just a strip of paper on the bottom of the alphas. It really helps the alphas stand out against the background, especially if the background is very busy, and these alphas are in a tan color, so they're not real bold and bright. So on the top one, I just put the word bison. This is a statue of a buffalo, and the boys are playing around it. And then in the bottom, I put the word tram, as we're sitting on the zoo tram. You can't really tell from that picture what we're on, but that's just us taking pictures. There's a picture of Kaylin and myself in the front, and then my mom and my younger sister in the back. And then I'm using these little epoxy circle alphas that I have in my stash. I have no idea where they're from. They are really old, but I'm just writing the word zoo with those. So it's going to say zoo tram. When doing my room tour, which will have already been posted, if you haven't checked that out, make sure you go back and check that out on my channel. But when I was doing my room tour, it's funny enough, I actually found some things in my stash that I had kind of forgotten about, or I just hadn't really put my hands on recently. And so I decided to pull a few of these things out and keep them on my desk. That way I would know that they're there and I would remember to use them. And these little alpha epoxy stickers were one of those. Now they're in like bright colors and oranges and yellows and blues, and I have a hard time varying the color of my letters. I don't necessarily mind if the style is so different, but I have a hard time varying the color of my letters. So I pulled out all of those little epoxy alphas and I just kept them on my desk, and so I can use them where possible. And the word zoo was a perfect word to use it with, and I had green in all the letters that I needed. So I decided just keeping a few things like that on my desk is going to help me be able to use up the ends of packages. I don't mind having a bunch of stuff in my stash. However, if I have an opportunity to finish a package of something or use something that has been in my stash for a really long time, just like some of those little packages that you see off to the right, if I have the opportunity to use them, I want to. I'm probably still going to have these little alphas in my stash for quite some time, but hey, I'll take whatever opportunity I can. So as I mentioned, there aren't really that many embellishments left in this kit. There's this love, like rubber pennant banner, and then there's the word lovely. And then there was, a few pieces of a glassine bag left, so I'm going to go ahead and use all of those on this layout. And then pretty much everything else is either going to be paper that I have cut apart that was in the stash, in the kit, or just a few little additional stickers that I'm going to add, like that right this way sticker. It had a little like finger pointing on the end of it. I just cut that off because I didn't like that. Okay, so let's see here. I need something to back behind those 2 3x4 photo pockets. So I'm just going to take another 4x6 journaling card that's kind of in the pink color. It matches that love banner. And I'm going to go ahead and use that to back on the back of these photos. And I had a larger photo of my sister and a smaller one, so I decided just to use the larger one and just trim it out. It makes it to where she's a little bit closer in the photo and you can see her a little bit better. So I decided to use that one, but I need to back it on white just to give a little bit of a border around the photo. Because I'm using these tan alphas, I'm also going to add some of the gold sequins or confetti that came in the kit as well. They coordinate pretty well together. I'm just adding a few little bits of journaling. There's going to be a bit of journaling on this pink striped card, and I'm just using the stripes as my journaling lines. And it was not a true square, so I just kind of cut a piece of it off to make it a little like arrow pointing thing. And it just says, the zoo has all these cool animal statues around. The boys had a lot of fun playing around them. And then I do have another piece of journaling card, a journaling card that I'm going to use on that lovely card. And again, it was not a full square because I had already used it, and it was kind of like cut into a diagonal, so I just cut it in more of a triangular shape, and I'm just going to add the word day, so it's going to say lovely day. Now I had already used the Y, but I had cut the tail off of the J on the alpha sheet to be able to make it into an I because I needed another I. So I just took the little tail of the J and added it to a V and made a Y, and it actually looks pretty darn good if I say so myself. I like reconstructing letters and trying to find ways to repurpose ones that I'm not going to use, and this was a perfect example of that. And I was looking at the sticker sheet of what I have left, and I still have a good opportunity to do that again. Like I can turn the M into an N or a D into an O or different things like that. Use the P's and Q's as B's and D's, just depending. So I still have a good opportunity to make a lot more words with this alpha sticker sheet. Now this is where I'm saying I'm not going to attach the lovely right now, but it will be attached on the outside of the photo page protector. Adding another white border here onto this picture of the turtles. It's hard to see that from this far, but these are actually turtles that are on this photo, or rather in this photo. And I'm only going to do the border on 3 sides because I'm going to butt that photo right up to the edge of that pocket, just for something a little bit different. I really like my photos to have the white border, and I have always printed my photos from, well, not always, but probably within the last year, I have been printing my photos from Snapfish, and I love Snapfish. Well, they updated their website and they stopped allowing you to make collages. And so the collages are how I did my 3x4 pockets with still having a white border. So I'm waiting. They keep telling me, and they've been saying this since the end of January, that they are updating their site and the new site will allow that, but it's been almost 6 months now and it's still not there. So I'm really hoping they get it together and offer it again, because that's really the only way that I print my photos. Sorry, I got distracted because my child is calling me. So this is where I'm going to add some of those gold sequins, and then I just cut a little date part off of a sticker off of that Simple Stories sticker that you see right there to the left. And so I just put March 2015, and I used the craft banner off of that sticker sheet as well. That was another one of those sticker sheets that's almost completely used. It only has 1 sticker left on it at this point. So I'm trying to just use up the little bits and pieces like that, because 10 sticker sheets with only 1 sticker on them, I can get that out of my stash. It'll just make it easier to see what I do have. I'm not going to throw anything away, of course, anything usable away, but I will use the things if at all possible. And that's why I have those couple things sitting out on my desk. I'm flipping through the cards that I have left here to see if there's anything that I can cut out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out this card that says "You're the best." I'm going to cut out the best, and so I'm just going to say love and then the best, and then the other one is going to say lovely day. Just thought it'd be nice to have kind of a decorative card here, and that's how I'm using that one. I'm just going to layer it right under that banner, that pennant banner, and then add a few gold sequins, which are already sitting there but not glued down yet. And this is pretty much finishing out this layout. Not a ton of embellishments because the photos are kind of busy and I have a lot of photos. So I tried to keep the colors to the browns, the pinks, and the blues to keep it a little bit cohesive and not be quite so busy. But this should finish out this layout. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I have one more layout I think that I'm going to be able to complete with this kit. This is the A Beautiful Mess Messy Box and Happy Mail kits. And then I'll have my kit review for you. And I already have my Cocoa Daisy kit that I am ready to use. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And then also check out my blog because I post a lot of things on my blog as well. And then I have started a Facebook group. So if you'd like, go and subscribe to that or join the group as well so you can see different things that I post. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.